What is up, guys? Welcome to day one of my alone survival camp, excursion, expedition, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so I got a little later start than I wanted to today. You know, staying in bed sounded just a little good. Staying in bed just a little longer sounded a little good today. And that's just coming from someone who gets up at 4:30, 4 o'clock every damn morning to go to work. Staying in that bed just a little bit longer was just nice. But I still got out here in a decent amount of time. I already got a jump start on firewood here. That's branches that I have collected that I'm going to be cutting up. I have gone ahead and just built my little shelter here real quick. I got my tarp set up. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around and give you a little walkthrough of that and just show you what I've done. Okay? All right. All right, so with that being said, I've got that set up. I've got a start on my firewood. I guess now it is time for to focus on maybe a little bit more firewood. I'm gonna get out and look for some fat wood because I did not bring any. I did not bring any fire starter, accelerant, anything like that other than my ferro rod. So I went to go looking for some fat wood for that. While I'm out, I'm going to be, seeing what there is that I can forage, and hopefully maybe find something to use as fishing bait, because I have seen small fish in the water here. So if I can catch a small fish or any size fish, then I can use that fish to then try to catch bigger fish. So that is now the game plan now. So all right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get some gear and we're gonna head off. All right, stay tuned. So now that I have my shelter set up, I have access to water, and I have a means of getting firewood. I just have to collect it. Now it is time to worry about food, because food is how, the engine moves. Food is how, we fuel everything we do. So that would be the case now. So now I've come to the end of the field of where I am camping at, and there's this little pathway. I'm taking it. I do not have very much gear with me. I just have a few things I have in my pocket, which is I have my roll of paracord here, just in case I see a decent little area to set a damn bugs to set a snare. Maybe if I see any signs of rabbit or anything like that. I'm going to be looking for bugs of any kind. Maybe there's a good spot that I can try to scrounge up some worms to try to get a hook, try to get them on a hook, get some fish going and all that. So that is the plan. Oh yes, and I'm also looking for a decent chunk of fat wood too. And right now all I'm seeing is pretty decent looking pines, but nothing dead just yet. Nothing low branches that I can probably saw off. So other than the paracord I have on me, I do have a little flashlight that stays in my pocket. You are allowed to have a light on the TV show Alone. I do believe they give you a headlamp though. I have my K-bar here, unless you have a knife there. Then I have my little folding saw, which fits perfectly into the little side pocket here of my pants. So that works out wonderful. And yeah. So I'm not planning on going too far away from camp, since don't have anything. I don't have a pack. I don't have any water with me, which I always say, you're stupid if you're not packing any water, but I am not right now, because I'm not intending on going too far. But I will get water. I'll get back to the camp, and I can collect it and boil it, and I'll be good to go. So yes, but I am headed down this way because a certain gentleman on a canoe came rolling up. You know, I wasn't expecting to see anybody, but this place isn't as primitive as what I thought. But yeah, and he said that kind of down his path a little bit, there is a bit of an overgrown area that has been full of nothing but blueberries, blackberries, all of that. So I am on my way to in search of that find. That maybe, hopefully, I might find something. All right, so stay tuned. All right, real quick update. I'm not too far from where I'm camping at. Still just adventuring around, but I was, luckily enough, while adventuring around and all of this mess, that right back in here, there are some muscadine vine. A lot of them. It's a whole like stretch of muscadine vines out there. But inside there, I was able to find some berries. Okay, it's late in the season, but not too many. It's not too much. It's not a whole bunch that I wanted to, you know, forage them and take them back to camp. But it was just enough that I was like, hey, while I'm right here, you know, if there's food here, maybe animals will come over here, maybe rabbits, this, that, whatever. So I decided to go ahead and set a little trap right here in this area here with the berries I was able to find. Okay, and I'm gonna flip the camera real quick. So real quick, I decided to go with a baited L7 trigger. So in hopes that, you know, this nice little piece of white oak right here, very, very springy. That's got a lot of tension on it. Let me tell you what. That hopes that something will want to come along and take a little nibble on that and get right here into my snare loop, which I'm gonna round that off a bit more and all. So yeah, so what I did was, of course, I showed in another video how to make the L7. You know, it's just little notches that feed in right there. And as you can see, I am barely holding on. So I made this a hair trigger. And right in here, I made that super thin. So that would go right in there and I'd be able to catch. And it's baited on the tip right there. So any movement, I don't even want to be this close to it, because if I cough, sneeze, breathe the wrong way, that might go off. So with any hopes, that might get me a rabbit or something. Hopefully a rabbit. And that would make my little adventure super awesome. So, okay, I'm gonna play with that a little bit. I'm gonna get that as much surface area as possible on that, and then I'm gonna get on out of here and worry about finding bait for my fishing lines. All right, let me get moving. Quick update. So I came back out to check the snare that I had set. From just a quick glance, nothing yet, but I mean, it's only been roughly, I don't know, about 2 hours or so. But I came back out because I was back at the camp. I was processing wood with my little handsaw, and I crossed my mind. I was like, while I was out the first time, I didn't get any fat wood. So I came back out. Hopefully maybe I'll find some. But quick little bonus, I took another little side trail. I'm not too far from the camp. I'm not getting out too crazy, but I was able to find a little stash of beauty berries. So it's not much. I got a few little stalks of them. So it's a good little find and a full meal, but it's a little bit of a snack. And I also took a handful of the beautyberry leaves. They are good for keeping away like flying insects, mosquitoes, pests, anything like that. So I'm gonna put some of those in my campfire this evening, and hopefully we'll keep everything away. But all right, I'm gonna keep on going just a little bit more, see what I can find, and then head back to camp. So I didn't have to go too far. Well, I didn't go too far. But unfortunately, most of the pine trees that I attempted or I looked for getting any fatwood from, all of the dead branches are way out of my reach for getting getting my saw on to try to cut. But lucky for me, I was checking other pine trees for damage or anything like that, and I was able to find a couple of nuggets of dry pine sap. So that works, because for the area that I am in, I have some palm trees, palm fronds, whatever. And if you find a dead, dry palm branch, you can make hellacious fine shavings out of that, which will light up pretty damn fast. So you get that, and then you get this to melt, and you're good to go. So with that being said, we'll go back to camp now, and I'll continue working on firewood, all that other stuff, and then I'll come back out, check the traps later. Well, looks like here's the end of day one. Just rechecked the trap, and so far no luck again. It is after 7, and I got maybe, I don't know, probably 30 minutes till it's a little bit too dark before, too dark to where I'm not going to be coming back here anymore. I do have a light, but I am not going to be coming back here. I won't be leaving my camp. So there's that. So hopefully the snare catches something by morning. We'll see. So far, no food other than the beauty berries that I found, which don't have very much of a taste to them, but they work. So yes, this is an end of day one. It wasn't a full day. I didn't get out here till later than what I was planning. That bed was feeling very, very good this morning. So yeah, but still, it's the end of day one. I'm going back to camp. I'm going to relax a little bit. I still have fishing lines in the water. I checked them before I came back here, and still nothing. But I put it back in the water, so maybe something will come up tonight. We'll see. But with that being said, this is the end of day one. I thank y'all for watching and tuning in, and stick around for day 2, day 3, all that good stuff. Strongman Survival. See you next time.